In this part, we are going to learn about the third type of ratios, that is, activity ratios or turnover ratio. This ratio measures the efficiency of the firm in using its resources or assets. This is also known as asset management ratio because this indicates how efficiently the assets of the firm are managed and utilized. The types of turnover ratios are inventory turnover ratio, trade receivables ratio, trade payables ratio, and working capital ratio. In this part, we are only going to learn about the inventory turnover ratio. Generally, this ratio measures how many times inventory is sold or consumed in a given year. So, the inventory turnover ratio is a relationship between cost of goods sold and average inventory. So, cost of goods sold is also written as cost of revenue from operation divided by average inventory. Now, if you remember in final accounts, we have learned about this cost of goods sold, the formula, how to find out the cost of goods sold. That is opening inventory plus net purchase. Net purchase means purchase minus purchase return plus direct expenses minus closing inventory. There's another formula to find out the cost of goods sold, that is revenue from operation minus gross profit. Now, what is revenue from operation? It is nothing but sales. So, from the sales, if I deduct the gross profit, we'll get the cost of goods sold. Next, average inventory. How to find the average inventory? Opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. So, what is the objective of finding this inventory turnover ratio? It generally shows how efficiently the firm is using its inventory. A high ratio indicates that a good amount of sales is taking place in the firm, and we also know that very high or very low rates of the ratio is not good for the firm, because a very high inventory ratio will show that the firm is over trading and it might have a less amount of working capital with it, and a very low amount rate will show that there is inefficient use of investment. Now let's start with the practice question from DK Goel. Question number 41. We have to find out the inventory turnover ratio. In the question, we have opening inventory 92,400, closing inventory 67,600, purchases 2,75,000, revenue from operation, that is sales 5 lakh, revenue from operation return, that is sales return 20,000. Now we can find out the cost of goods sold from the given first three components, that is opening inventory plus purchase minus closing inventory. So opening inventory is 92,400, purchases 2,75,000 minus closing inventory 67,600. This will give us 2,99,800 as cost of goods sold. Next, average inventory is equals to opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. So opening inventory is 92,400 plus closing inventory is 67,600 divided by 2, which is 80,000. Now just putting it in the formula, inventory turnover ratio is equals to cost of goods sold, that is 2,99,800 divided by average inventory, which is 80,000. If I divide this to, our answer is 3.75 times. One more thing, all activity ratios or turnover ratios are generally expressed in times. Next, question number 43. Calculate inventory turnover ratio and average age of inventory. So in the question, we have sales 12 lakh, expenses we have purchase of stock in trade 6,50,000, change in inventories of stock in trade rupees 30,000 in negative balance, employees benefit expenses rupees for 2,40,000, other expenses rupees 90,000. Now total of expenses is given as 9,50,000. Number third, profit before tax. Now profit before tax is 1 minus 2, that is from the sales total of expenses, that is 9,50,000 has been deducted. So the profit is 2,50,000. We also have notes to account in which they have subdivided some of the parts given in profit and loss statement. Change in inventories of stock in trade, we have opening stock less closing stock, or opening inventory less closing inventory. Number two, we have employees benefit expenses, that is wages and salaries. Other expenses, we have manufacturing expenses, administrative expenses, selling expenses. So generally, if we see these two expenses, we have to sort out the direct expenses, because in COGS, in calculating COGS, we need the direct expenses. And if you remember the final accounts, we know how to differentiate the direct expenses and indirect expenses. So wages is direct expenses, salaries indirect expense, manufacturing expenses direct expense, administration expenses indirect expense, selling expenses indirect expense. So let's start with the formula for cost of goods sold, which is opening stock plus purchase plus direct expenses minus closing stock. Here we already have this opening stock minus closing stock, that is change in inventories. So we can directly write change in inventories in the formula. So we have taken purchases plus change in inventories plus wages plus manufacturing expenses. So purchases is 6,50,000, negative 30,000 is our change in stock, wages is 1,48,000, manufacturing expenses is 72,000. This will give 8,40,000 as our cost of goods sold, that is COGS. Average inventory, opening stock inventory 1,25,000 plus closing inventory 1,55,000 divided by 2. This will give us rupees 1,40,000. So putting it in the formula, inventory turnover ratio is equals to COGS 8,40,000 divided by average inventory 1,40,000, which is equals to 6. So the answer will be 6 times. That means 6 times the inventory is sold in that particular year. Next, we have to find the average age of inventory. That means how much time the inventory was staying in the business. So the formula for this is number of days in a year, which is usually 365 days unless it's a leap year, divided by the inventory turnover ratio. So number of days in a year, we have taken 365 and the inventory turnover ratio is 6. So divided by 6, your answer will be 60.8. So 60.8, since we are writing it in terms of days, we'll take the approximate value and calculate the day to be 61. So the answer will be 61 days. Next, question number 53. We have revenue from operation, that is sales, rupees 7 lakh, gross profit rupees 1,40,000, inventory turnover ratio 7 times. Find out the value of closing inventory if closing inventory is rupees 16,000 more than the opening inventory. So in this question, we have everything mentioned except the inventory amount. So let's take the opening inventory to be X. So the closing inventory will be X plus 16,000 as given in the question. So the formula for average inventory is X plus 16,000 divided by 2. That is 2x plus 16,000 divided by 2. If I take a 2 common, then I'll have x plus 8,000 divided by 2. So 2 is getting cancelled. So our average inventory will be x plus 8,000. Now, cost of revenue from operation. There was a second formula for cost of goods sold, that was revenue from operation, that is sales, minus gross profit. So from the sales amount, that is 7 lakh, I'll deduct 1,40,000 gross profit. This will give us cost of goods sold, that is 5,60,000. Now putting it in the formula, inventory turnover ratio is equals to cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. So inventory turnover ratio is given as 7, that is equal to COGS amount is 5,60,000 and average inventory is X plus 8,000. Now cross multiplying this with 7, we'll write on the left hand side 7x plus 56,000, that is 7 into 8,000 is 56,000, is equals to 5,60,000. that is equal to 7x will give, that will give 7x equal to 5,04,000. So therefore x is equals to 72,000. Now this 72,000 is our opening stock or opening inventory. Therefore the closing stock will be rupees 72,000 plus 16,000, that is rupees 88,000. That's all for today's class. Thank you.